Hello everyone, I'm gonna do another new video here on OWASP Top 10. It's basically, I wanna highlight the changes, from 17 to 21. So I have a few videos where I do talk about, 2017 and 2021. However, I haven't really talked about the changes and gave my, perspective to that, some thoughts. So this is basically what this video will do. I'm gonna talk about the changes and yeah, let's get to it. So we had the very first one, which is the A3. The changes there to the injection part is that they combine all the different things as injections. I'm highly in agreement with them because before you had like injection as SQL injection, you had cross-site scripting. It's like, yeah, but they all just injections. So basically, it's just whenever an attacker attempts to send some data to a web application to execute something that the web application was not actually designed to do, as the text says. So basically, anything, LDAP injection, SQL injection, XML injection, who cares, anything that is injected directly into the to the application that could do some harm in some way or make the application react in an unintentional way. That is basically what they did. So I think that's a really good idea to do that because having separate categories that kinda is from the same category doesn't make sense. Like you have cross scripting and SQL injection. They are just injection types, and I guess many people never really thought about cross scripting as an injection because most of the times injections are something you like SQL injection, but cross-site script injection, no, you don't say injection to the cross-site script. So yeah, I get it, but it's yeah, not really right. So yeah. Okay, so this is the first one, and the next one I'm going to talk about is insecure design. Now, I think we all talked about this, that the OWASP was missing more overall categories. They were probably a bit too specific in 2017, but they follow the trends and what do the companies say. So the way the OS corporation work is that they talk to a numerous different kind of, and they do reply back to them, from different questions, interviews. What do they meet in the industry as the most, how do we get compromised the most? Where are all the insecurities? And this is collected, but they also look at the CVEs, the common weakness enumeration list, and basically look at it. Well, what is it that there is a lot of, So, common misconception about functionality and stuff like that is whenever web developers, they get too fancy, they also always want to make some, have you ever met the web developers that's been like on a UI UX course, something like that? I'm gonna put a flame on that now. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I really like design. I really think web design is really funky and everything, but the common people that participate to these kind of UX UI courses is not really interested in security. I'm not lying. It is. I see that all the day, every time on my school. I have practical experience with it even from over 10 years. I'm pretty sure I know what I'm talking about. People that really like design, UX, the flow of it, and does the button look like a button? They don't think about security. They only think about how can we like make this as an experience for the user, like the easiest, And this is just, I get it. I really like easy functionality, but ease of use, functionality, and security, they don't go hand in hand. They really don't. None of the three things go hand in hand. They do not at all go hand in hand. So I'm just saying that, something like a reset password functionality, ditch it. I don't like it. It's fine, but if you really want to have reset password something, make it so good that it's almost impossible to reset your password. Because no matter how you think about it, a reset password functionality will always be insecure, because there's always a way that you can, in some way get to the information that you need to reset a password. So let's mention a few of them. Let's talk about the one called what is your pet's name, right? So Molly, Bob, Kisa, Catty, different kind of names, and it's horrible, Another one is like you reset your password, and basically what it says, like, okay, so you just got an email with a 4-digit pin. It's like, what? A 4-digit pin? 5-digit pin? I don't really care. If I can compromise your email and then reset your password, well then okay, that doesn't really matter. But then again, if you have compromised the victim's actual email, you can really do a lot of things to different accounts, because the functionality dictates that a user should be able to reset his or her own password using the registration email. That is a common policy, and it's not a security policy, it's a usability policy. So think about it twice. How can we create a reset password that is kind of secure? Well, it would require that you would tie it up to some governmental database and people to send in their passport and re-identify who they are, and accounts is accountable. You can really say this is your account. You cannot. But that is too much. I'm talking about the common developer, the common company that just creates web pages. They cannot do this. So insecure design is the thing that is big. Just one of them is reset password or recover your own account or whatever they called, all these weird functionalities you can find on web pages. The one of the more interesting reset passwords functionalities I found was like, when you reset your password, when you send the actual HTTP the HTTP post request, you can capture that using something like let's say Burp proxy, and then you look at the actual post request, in Burp, and say like, okay, so I can see that I'm Bob, and the Bob email is bob@acme.com, for example. So that is the company Acme in this occasion, and then you can see that it says something like sender email, and the sender email is just something that is added from the mail I'm trying to reset the password to. So I could change that to my own email. So basically what happened is I got sent an email saying, hello Bob, you sent a request to reset your password on bob@acme.com to my email, which is daniel@acme.com, or just any other, like daniel@gmail.com, for example. And then I got it, because I could change who the receiver was. I was like, what? I see so many weird things, and these flaws are made because of people don't know. They really don't know that this is a thing that is actually a vulnerability, because they sit with the code in their hands, like looking at the keyboard, looking at the screen, and like, but it's on the back end. Yeah, but it's in the request. Okay, it's in the request. I think you get the point. Okay, so let's change the slide. Yeah, including also XML external entities. I would say that XML is also if you have, let's say, a web page with a form, a web form where you have some XML you can put in, and you can change that XML to something different and make the server react. It's an injection. but they put it into security misconfiguration. And I know why. It's because it's something you can configure your way out. But I would like to say that doing a line of code or doing a line of config, I don't really think that is any different. It's the same. I don't. So I think they should put XML external entities into injection, but that is just my opinion. However, security misconfiguration is the broader term here. It is the same, as 17. Still the same issues with people, Okay, so let me give you a story. I have a lot of students doing stuff on DigitalOcean droplets. They call it droplets on DigitalOcean. It's just a server you buy. Okay, so when you spin that up, it is in most occasions, if you don't change that, it is SSH rootable. So you can log in SSH with root. And I have seen many students with the DigitalOcean droplets that within a few hours they can be hacked. They've been defaced. If there's a web server, they've been defaced totally, and there's a web page, of something crazy going on. I even seen like illegal stuff. I'm not able to mention what it is, but I've seen different things being put on the web servers, and of course when it happens, it's a virtual server. So in the moment we get it and we watch it, and it's like a little funny, but in reality, it is basically what this is all about. Having a misconfiguration on the back end can really make your server vulnerable, and I highly suggest you go and look at this. So since 2021, they also put this one in here from 17, just to mention that is a real change. So yeah, this is a new one. They put in insecure digitization, and I guess. But also, I would like to say that insecure digitization is. I also think that is injection, because look at it from this perspective. I know there are many different perspectives, but sometimes you do get some base 64 whatever encoded, encoding you picked string sent to you. You decode that, you change it, you send it back to the server and make it react. It's the same story with cross scripting or SQL injection. So it's I don't know. It is making the server act unintentional. That is injection, and I don't really care if it's SQL. It's deserialized or serialized data, but I get it. They do talk about integrity, and does insecure digitization fit the category of integrity? I don't think it does. To me it's still injection. So but they put it there. It doesn't really matter. It's just my opinion, and basically I think it's it's there. It doesn't really matter. It's there for state. So anyways, as long as people look at it and is aware of this, I'm just saying that this also is about, integrity. And integrity usually has something to do with, encryption or hashing or secure channeling or something like that. Basically that's about it. And then you have this server-side request forgery, which is the world's biggest weird brainer you have going on here. So I think, where's the local file injection, where's the remote file injection, where's all that, and what I see is that they now call it server-side request forgery. It's like, So the description would be like, a server-side request forgery vulnerability can occur when an attacker has full or partial control over the request that the web application sent. Okay, so wow, so the attacker sends something to the web server. Web server makes a request on behalf of the user. the whatever victim serves something back, and yeah, I get that, but when attacker has full or partial control over the request, yeah. So what can you do with the full or partial control? Well, I guess you can include anything that you like. It could be the scenario of the web server, trying to connect to victim server, and the victim server contains data if you would like. Then we'll make the web server do that. So the web server is doing remote file inclusion and giving it to us. So it's giving it to us, yeah, and we are then bringing in another request, yeah. All right, so but there are of course more things this cover, but I just want to briefly touch this. This is a new one, and yeah, it's I think it's okay. It's okay. I just think it brings a lot of confusion. I think people say, I don't necessarily agree with that, but it's okay. I dig it. That's what you say. So basically, that's it. I figured this video would bring some perspective to the changes of the OWASP Top 10 2017 to 2021, and this is what I think, what I just thought about, and whenever I find something new, I'm going to share it with you guys, so you got something to watch on YouTube other than funny cats and Mr. Beast and whatever they do. So, which is also really fun. So please watch that as well if you want to have a good laugh. So yeah, okay. So just saying, until next time, have a good day. Bye bye.